Good evening, and welcome to the Evening of Honors. My name is Dan Krause. I have the honor and privilege of serving as the principal of Willowbrook High School, and we're ecstatic this evening to be able to honor and recognize the students who will be reinducted and affirmed in so many of our honor societies for social studies, English, science, mathematics, and world language, as well as those students who will be recognized with the Human Relations Award. Nearly 500 of our Willowbrook Warriors are going to be honored tonight, and it's an outstanding accomplishment for all of their hard work. I'd like to thank the staff, the organizers, the sponsors, Ms. Trudy Salita, who made this evening a possibility and over the years has continued to expand it to be what you see tonight. An auditorium full of Willowbrook Warriors who demonstrate the pride, tradition, and excellence of Willowbrook High School every day, and an entire community and family in support of them. So thank you to all of you who are here to celebrate this evening. Thank you to the continued support every single day that you provide to all of us so that we can do the amazing work with our Warriors each and every day. That work happens and extends throughout our community and throughout our district, and I'd like to recognize a few of the members of our Board of Education and Administration who make that a possibility. The first is Vice President of the Board of Education, Mr. Dan Olson. And attending as a parent this evening, the Secretary for the Board of Education, Ms. Amy Finnegan. And I'd like to thank our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jean Barbonente, for joining us this evening. Tonight you'll hear from many of our students and about each of the organizations that they represent, but most importantly about the passion that they have for the work that they do in and out of the classroom every single day. We'll celebrate each of those moments as they are all recognized this evening and across the stage, and thank you again for joining us. Our first student speaker is Miss Natalie McKenna.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Natalie McKenna, President of Civitas, and it is an honor to stand before you today to speak about the importance of the Civitas National Honor Society. For those of you who do not know, Civitas is our social studies honor society at Willowbrook, requiring a 3.5 GPA in social studies courses and teacher recommendations to be invited to join. Social studies is not just history or geography. It is also the study of people, how we migrate around the world, how we practice our culture, how we govern, and how we connect to build a better future. These principles are key for students to know, to be able to acknowledge and appreciate our similarities and differences. In order to break through division in our society, we all must learn these facets to effectively collaborate and communicate with one another. Being a part of Civitas means practicing these ideals. Through volunteer opportunities such as running the mock election and initiatives such as holiday cards for veterans, students are able to connect with others in our community to further understanding of each other. At Willowbrook, the opportunities to learn are endless. With additional social studies clubs, such as Youth in Government and Model UN, students are given the unique opportunity to learn how real state and world governments function and to practice participating in these systems. Increasing youth participation in democracy and world politics motivates students to become more involved in their adult lives, increasing their awareness of world issues. Participating in democracy is not just a right, it's a responsibility we all share. As we grow into adulthood, it is important to participate in democracy in all the ways we have been taught, whether it's voting in future elections, staying informed, or speaking out on issues that matter to us. We have to be active citizens to realize the future we desire. We cannot take for granted the freedoms we enjoy, and as members of Civitas, it is our duty to lead this effort. With this in mind, we must take pride and ownership over the values that Civitas represents and teaches. Let this society inspire us to continue to ask questions, to seek understanding, and to become upstanding citizens of this country. Let us strive to not only be the people who learn about history, but help shape it. Thank you. I now have the pleasure of introducing Asher Hussain from the Math Honor Society.
introduction. Good evening, everyone. My name is Asher Hussein. On behalf of the Willowbrook Math Honor Society, I would like to thank you all for joining us this evening. The Math Honor Society was formed to recognize scholarship, promote interest in mathematics, and encourage leadership and pride among students for mathematical pursuits. Each year, we give back to the community through the Warrior Gift Project. The eligibility requirements are as follows. Juniors must have completed at least one honors math course and have A's and/or B's in all eligible math courses. Seniors must have completed at least 2 honors math courses or have completed at least one honors math course and be currently enrolled in an honors, AP, or dual credit course. And they must have A's and/or B's in all eligible math courses. All must be currently enrolled in an eligible math course. If you have met these requirements and are being inducted into the Math Honor Society this evening, please stand now to be acknowledged. When I was little, I didn't really understand how to talk to people. I would play by myself at recess, struggle with group projects, and fail to start conversations. But I've always been known as the guy who, despite all of this, was very good at some things, especially mathematics. Standing here right now, speaking to all of you about it, this would have been my worst nightmare just a few years ago. Back then, the numbers didn't judge me. The equations didn't care if my voice shook when I answered. And no matter how complicated a problem seemed, I knew that if I worked on it long enough, I would eventually find an answer. That's how I dug into advanced math concepts, since I dedicated so much care to improving my math skills. Was it worth so much attention when some of it should have gone to building my social life? Maybe not, but it's in the past. At Willowbrook, math became my bridge into the world. Taking honors geometry in 7th grade was terrifying, not just because I was the youngest, but because it was harder to speak up in class than it was in middle school. But my teacher, Mr. Dorado, saw more in me than I saw in myself. He pushed me to explain my reasoning, not just to write answers. By 9th grade, as a Willowbrook warrior, I was starting to raise my hand to contribute deep thoughts and extensions to the lessons. And during 10th grade, when I finished Calculus 3 honors, I realized something incredible. The same persistence that helped me solve proofs was helping me find my voice with my peers. But here's what matters most. Being the best at something means nothing if you keep it to yourself. After all, we wouldn't consider Einstein a genius if he had never shared his theories with the world. His greatness came not just from solving equations, but from teaching them to others. My proudest moments weren't going to state competitions for the math team. They were the times I came to school during the summer, sat in front of some underclassmen who wanted hope, and saw their faces light up with understanding. That moment, when a freshman I tutored said, "I finally get it, thank you," I realized that my struggles had purpose. Just like how Einstein's proofs and others only expanded the field of mathematics because he taught them to others, our knowledge only becomes meaningful when we use it to help someone else grow. That is why I pushed myself to volunteer. Working with fellow warriors who had trouble with geometry forced me to explain concepts out loud again and again. No offense, nobody truly hates knowledge that they can't achieve yet. Watching them go from staring at problem sets to racing to solve proofs, that gave me courage. Now, as Ms. Gala's teacher's assistant every morning, I get to pay forward what I was given, which is the belief that our greatest weaknesses can become some of our greatest strengths. Talent gave me confidence, but teaching gave me purpose. Those late nights stressing over exams, the loneliness of always being the quiet one, they taught me how to help others who felt stuck. Because of my growing affinity with the Warrior Code, thanks to mathematics, I improved the extent of my abilities by joining several clubs such as DECA, Scholastic Bowl, Track, and more. Not just as a member, but as someone who could contribute my own ideas. And tonight, standing before you all, something that I never dreamed I could do, I want you to know your challenges today are building strength for tomorrow. So to my fellow inductees, we are not just being honored for our grades, we are being recognized for our potential to make our numbers mean something more. Whether you become an engineer, athlete, or anything else, remember, the skills that got you here can help someone else find their way too. Maybe even help them find their voice, like I found mine. I want to take a moment to give thanks to my elementary school principal, Mr. Gibbs, for recognizing my abilities from a young age and arranging online advanced classes for me back then. Thanks to the middle school teachers who encouraged me to attend Willowbrook's math classes in 7th grade. Thanks, Mr. Dorado, for taking me into his class early. Thanks, Mr. Bridges, for being very entertaining and supporting what I had learned as a warrior for the past few years. Mr. Engel, thank you for giving me so much knowledge to improve my social skills and helping me through tough situations. Mr. Fensky and Mr. Sullivan, thank you for taking me into Scholastic Bowl and being patient with me. Ms. Scala, thank you for giving me a chance to be a teacher's assistant in your class and help other warriors with math. Ms. Abiu, thanks for being there whenever I needed to assess the education that I got, paving my way into future endeavors. And last but not least, to my family who never gave up on me when my tests became difficult, especially for this moment that I once thought was impossible. Thank you, and congratulations. And congratulations to the new and returning inductees. Now I would like to introduce Maggie Brennan for the National English Honor Society.
Okay, sorry, a little bit shorter. Maybe all my moving disrupted it. Good evening. I'm here to talk about English as a subject. Literature is a method of recording, preserving, and transmitting knowledge. Through its lens, we are given the opportunity to question, consider, learn, and understand the world around us. As a subject, it can arguably be said to have existed across the entirety of human life, in both written and spoken forms.
It's like cutting out too much. It's giving me a headache.
As a subject, it can arguably be said to have existed across the entirety of human life in both written and spoken forms. The National English Honor Society contributes to its continuation. Members of the NEHS have achieved an unweighted GPA of 3.5 or higher across 4 semesters of English courses, which translates to earning a B or higher each semester. Each year, we hold a book drive for children's literature and donate those books to Books for Cause, who provide free books to own for families who might not otherwise be able to afford them. This past year, we donated 15 boxes. Furthermore, the intellect of those who are part of the society draws the support of those in our community. The NEHS Senior Scholarship is not only a product of our Chipotle fundraiser, but in part to the donations of teachers and mentors, those who taught us the skills that gave us this opportunity. Thank you. Although we may not love every essay, may struggle to finish the last chapter, and have a feeling a little bit stronger than dislike for in-class essays. At the end of the day, literature, stories, writing, English, and all it encompasses matters. So congratulations to all new and inducted members of the National English Honor Society, and thank you for your time tonight. I would now love to introduce Grace Piechok from the Science National Honor Society.
I don't have the same issues. Oh. Good evening. My name is Grace Pietchak, and I'm speaking on behalf of the Science National Honor Society. When I first entered high school, the word science brought to mind what it likely does for many. Einstein's E equals mc squared, and maybe some cartoonish image of green bubbling liquids in beakers. I expected high school science to be all about complicated equations and dramatic experiments. And while that is part of it, I quickly realized that science is so much more than just formulas and test tubes. It shapes the way we think, how we ask questions, and the way we perceive the world around us. What surprised me most wasn't just the variety of science classes offered at Willowbrook, but the passion and energy of the students in them. It became clear that science here was more than just another academic requirement. It was a shared curiosity, a drive to explore the unknown, and yes, a little shared suffering in physics, which has a way of making you think something is common sense only to smirk evilly and waggle its finger at you. Jokes aside, even when concepts felt overwhelming, there was something powerful in that challenge, because we weren't facing it alone. Science gave us a community, one that turned obstacles into growth. And within that community, one thing especially stood out to me: the number of girls who were fully immersed in the sciences here at Willowbrook. In a field where women have historically been underrepresented, it was genuinely inspiring to see girls my age excelling in our classes and striving to pursue their interests while simultaneously expanding the opportunities offered for those in our footsteps. That's what made my experience in science at Willowbrook so special. It hasn't been about how many APs I took or how many labs I aced. It's been about the people, the classmates who stayed up late figuring out how to graph experimental data, the teachers who brought their material to life, and the SNHS members who showed what it means to care about something deeply and want to share it with others. It's amazing to think that this is only the third year of Science National Honor Society at Willowbrook. This means that there are so many more years for this society to branch out and invite students with the same dedication to the subject and the same motive to make a difference. To those of you with time left at Willowbrook to experience this, I encourage you to try every science class and extracurricular that sparks your interest. You don't have to pursue a career in STEM to gain something valuable. Each class, each club, each lab, and each challenge offers more than knowledge. It gives you the curiosity to explore, the courage to fail, and the community to help you grow. Congratulations to those who have been inducted to the Science National Honor Society. It is now my pleasure to announce Lainey Bolivant as one of the speakers for World Language.
Good evening. Thank you for attending the introduction and recognition ceremony of 2025. Our names are Lainey Bolivant and Eden Camarillo, and tonight we will present the Willowbrook World Language Honor Society 2024-2025 chapter.
Learning a new language is a challenge, and the students here tonight deserve recognition for their hard work and accomplishments. Tonight isn't just about us, and we would like to take this opportunity to thank our world language teachers and administration for their encouragement and commitment to helping us succeed. Also, a big thank you to our parents and families who have supported us either by maintaining our heritage languages at home or by encouraging advanced language study in the classroom.
The students that are being recognized tonight must have taken at least 3 semesters of one language, be currently enrolled in an honors level or AP language course, and have maintained a 3.75 GPA in their language courses. Many of the honored students are active in our Multicultural Club, or OLA, the Hispanic Leadership Club. Can the students inducted into the World Language Honor Society this evening please rise?
We would like to recognize the impact language has had in many of our lives and relationships outside of the classroom. Learning a new language outside the classroom comes with the power of creating new connections with yourself and others. Willowbrook has shared that opportunity with each of their students taking a language course. For both native and non-native speakers, language introduces you to new people and experiences. Personally, as a native Spanish speaker, it all started as a tiny little Eden that couldn't really speak English. I remember that in the second grade, I took bilingual classes, and my teacher, Miss Alexander, had this fun concept to help us learn English. Basically would say English hats on, and we would put our English hats on, and from when we had our English hats on, we would only speak English. Growing up, I didn't really know if I was supposed to be always wearing my English hat. I didn't really know if speaking Spanish really would help me out in the world, but I came to Willowbrook and started taking Heritage Spanish too, and I really learned the importance of speaking Spanish. I felt like a double agent walking around speaking to two worlds, one in English and one in Spanish. I really learned how to value my language and my heritage. I've also learned how to speak more properly in Spanish and to communicate in academic and professional environments. I love my language, I love speaking Spanish, but I really, really like Spanish literature. I've always been a very avid reader, and I really like exploring literature and diving into books. I got introduced to great pieces in Spanish that I am truly grateful to the AP Spanish language courses for introducing me to them. Now that I'm wearing my English hat on, I really want to express my love for my language. And I just know that in Willowbrook High School and in those AP courses, I learned that I don't have to be wearing it on. I don't have to wear one or the other. I learned that I can speak both, and I should find pride in that. Thank you very much.
Personally, I am incredibly grateful for the opportunity to study a second language here at Willowbrook. Learning German has opened up numerous and valuable opportunities and experiences. I've been able to grow my language skills, visit another country, and make connections with people from all walks of life. This has provided me with experiences and a broader perspective I never would have had otherwise. Learning German has ignited my passion not only for the rich culture and language of Germany, but for all cultures. And above all, it has taught me to appreciate how beautiful the mosaic of our world is. So thank you.
To conclude our introduction, the World Language Department would like to congratulate the 55 seniors that have earned the seal of biliteracy in Arabic, French, German, Hindi, Polish, Spanish, Serbian, Ukrainian, and Urdu. Congratulations to those students and to the 2025 World Language Honor Society inductees. I am honored to now introduce the faculty human relations speaker, Mr. Malcolm Ross.
Good evening to the staff, parents, students, administration, and most importantly, our students tonight being recognized for the Human Relations Award. My name is Mr. Ross. I'm a dean here at Willowbrook High School, as well as a girls' assistant track coach. It's my honor and privilege to introduce to you all the students being recognized tonight by the staff as leaders. The Human Relations Award is a prestigious award in which honorees are recognized for being genuine, kind, and just being the best versions of themselves. Every year, on the first day of school, Dr. Krause meets with the freshmen in this same auditorium and lays the groundwork for them to start working on their legacy. And every year, in a few short weeks, he will meet with the seniors and ask them to reflect on their legacy. This award is just one small example of how we shape our students to be better human beings. Receiving this award means that someone on staff heard them being positive, saw them being kind, or felt their impact in some other way. And make no mistake, earning this award is a big deal. This is bragging rights for the parents and for the families and for the students. These students have gone above and beyond the warrior code of being respectful, responsible, and engaged. These students know that they may influence others here at Willowbrook High School in a small way, but have a bigger impact on the rest of the world by being kind and leading by excellence. These students also know it's nice to be important, but more important to be nice. And for those of you who are receiving this award, I hope that you are inspired and committed to being the best versions of yourselves. I also hope that you see the greatness inside of you that your parents and teachers already do. Never deny yourself of opportunity, whether it's personal or professional, and aim beyond us to be better, greater, and smarter so you can change the world in the ways that we couldn't have. Always remember to shine bright and never hide your warrior pride. And next up, please let me introduce Mrs. Muir for the Civitas Scholarship.
The part where everyone sees how short I am. My name is Mrs. Javeria Amir, and I'm here to present the winner for the Kathy Marcinick Scholarship. This is my 9th year serving as Civitas Advisor, and I have to say that this year has been so impactful for the small and big things we have done in our organization, from mock elections to encouraging students to be election judges and helping veterans in the surrounding areas through various charitable means. I would like everyone who is going to be inducted into Civitas tonight to please stand up and be honored. This scholarship is named after an incredible Willowbrook warrior and teacher, Kathy Marcinick. She was the founder of Civitas and wanted to find a society that focuses on civil service, social issues awareness, and how to live a life filled with academic excellence while also serving the community. We would like to honor her tonight by presenting the scholarship to an amazing student. This student wrote an essay on how they're going to utilize social studies in their college and career path. She plans on pursuing a career in medicine, but using the ideals of community involvement and accessibility from Civitas to help them succeed. She wrote in her essay, "The idea of helping communities through fundraisers and volunteering is essential to how I envision making lasting changes in society. I believe that real change can be made through community action. For me, these ideas are incredibly important because they encourage people to give what they can, whether it be time or money, in order to help those around them." If there was a social studies activity, she was in it. She participated in Model UN, Mock Trial, Econ Challenge, and was one of the leaders of our youth and government team. Not only that, she was also the president of Civitas this year, and you've already heard her speak. We are proud to announce that the winner of the 2025 Kathy Marcinick Scholarship is Natalie McKenna. And we have now arrived at the best part of the night. We are going to commence announcing the names.
All right, let's get started. Megan Abbott. Leland Acuna. Brian Adamczak. Ifran Ahmed. Dane Ahmed. Haley Aarons. Thura Al-Shaikli. Sumaya Alam. Nusaira Alam. Joshua Ailman. Narez Ali. Fame Alka. Eve Allen. Santino Amari. Julia Amin. Rafia Amin. Sidra Amtul. Claire Andre. Omar Arenas. Bilal Arif. Harun Baig. Dari Bajik. Caleb Balius. Edison Below. Alana Bandy. Tina Bandy. Lauren Berriger. Victoria Basista. Benjamin Bates. Isabel Bates. Violet Bowers. Mia Bauman. Jocelyn Bautista. Annalise Perez. Leigh Bernardo. Sophia Berniro. Nicholas Black. Payson Blaine. Nathan Borsine. Luke Borho. Zachary Boynton. Claire Brennan. Margaret Brennan. Declan Bretz. Manuel Brisboy. Ayla Brocky. Anaya Brown. Molly Brown. Sydney Brown. Jacqueline Briers. Joseph Bukowicz. Elena Bullivant. Gavin Boomba. Kyrie Barrett. Brogan Byrne. Jackmarn Caldez III. Adeline Callahan. Madeline Calvillo. Eden Camarillo. Naomi Campbell. Kaya Capulong. Sid Carl. Jordan Corolla. Jamal Casas. Kyle Castile. Andrea Castro. Gail Chapa. Vivian Chavez. Kevin Ching. Victoria Cianci. Brianna Ciardulo. Delaney Clemets. Landon Cook. Rachel Cooper. Allison Coppersmith. Austin Coppersmith. Riley Coulter. Kinsey Crawford. Carter Creech. Wendy Cruz. Adam Curio. Hannah Daly. Olivia Daly. Alexander Dameron. Brian Desback. Benjamin Dean. Penelope Dean. Elizabeth Deany. Edward Devons. Alexander Dew. Ruba Diab. Donovan Donzik Clarity. Cameron Dooley. Ronan Dvorak. Nathan Eatman. Chase Eisner. Olivia Else. Colton Emmert. Sarah Inescu. Zoe Evans. Joshua Leoj Fabian. Jillian Falco. Teresa Farquhar. Alicia Fazi. Ivan Figueroa. Abigail Finnegan. Daniela Flores. Anthony Francione. And Jacob Frank.
Robert Franz. Eden Frazier. Janin Freer. Benjamin Garcia. Diego Garcia. Jorge Garcia. Michael Garner. Billy Garnica. Leah Garza. Hannah Gawat. Gianna Giampoli. Isabella Giannotti. Eli Gibson. Devin Gilmore. Sophia Giron. Myra Neruve. Jesus Gomez. Nadia Gonzalez. Liliana Grotto. Dawson Green. Hannah Greenbauer. Mia Grachowski. Nina Guajardo. Andres Guerra Sanchez. Fernanda Guerra Sanchez. Ryan Guilfoyle. Diego Gonzalez. Ailani Guzman. Sophia Gustafsson. Olivia Gwaltney. Emilia Gimaranis. Constantine Gimaranis. Adeline Hawk, Taline Hajasin, Mohammed Hamid, Daniel Hansen, Emily Hansen, Eric Hanzelka, Holly Harris, Megan Hassler, Nicholas Hathaway, Kamira Henry, Mauricio Hernandez, Kenya Hernandez Rodriguez, Maria Herrera, Matthew Hers, Molly Heald, Alyssa Hirsch, Emily Hogan, Maggie Hurley, Asher Hussain, Genesis Ibrahim, Vincent Ippolito III, Alina Iqbal, Hajra Irfan, Riley Ermen, Myra Ishak, Isabella Jacknow, Mackenzie Jacobson, Javeria Javed, Daniel Javier, Lillian Javier, Delilah Johnson, Peter Cabot, Nadia Kari, Evan Case, Hannah Kenny, Aiden Kettleson, Shazia Khalil, Amin Khalid, Amar Khan, Ansar Khan, Hamiz Khan, Hira Khan, Maria Khan, Unesa Khan, Zaid Khan, Isra Katak, Samson Kirchwem, Evelyn Klein, Rosemary Kling, Rachel Kodipali, Francis Kovarik, Scott Kozian, Kylie Koziel, Kelly Cramey, Madison Kranicki, Bridget Krigshom, Isabella Krigowski, Carson Kolziski, Annalisa Kunda, Luke Lafnitzager, Nathan Lamberis, Maddie Landwer, Jada Langston, Evelyn Larkin. Callista Lashmet. Daniel Lavery. Shania Lawson. Carlos Lazaro. Nathan Leal. Christina Legutki. Hannah Lenhart. Anthony Leo. Samantha Librizzi. Ezekiel Little. Ella Lopez.
Abigail Lopez Hernandez. Charlotte Lowe. Nora Ludke. Joelle Machajowski. Carla Magianis. Manuel Magianis. Nicolas Malab. Siddhartha Mamidi. Bashar Mansour. Anna Marinier. Melanie Marinier. Noah Martinez. Yafet Martinez Bueno. Sofia Renee Martinez Cisneros. Madeline McKellen. Juni McChebcheb. Natalie McKenna. Chase McMahon. Alina McNamara. Ruth McNeely. Pro McNeely. Kendall Menninger. Quentin Menninger. Malin Meeker. Jill May. Isabella Mendoza. Sophia Merchant. Christian Merida. Haile Miazga. Jedwina Mickavichus. Anna Mealy. Catherine Miller. Iman Mirza. Omar Mohammed. Jessica Mora. Caleb Moreno. Audrey Morgan. Macy Morris. Ridge Morris. Zachary Morris. Abdullah Mahajid. Mohammed Munib. Ryan Murphy. William Murphy. Mark Murrell. Maria Musni. Diana Negrete. Jason Nelson. Kendall Norton. Hannah Nowicki. Cecilia Odo. Amelie Ojeda. Mia Ojeda. Aiden Oquendo. Melissa Orizaba. Jocelyn Orozco. Daniel Orozco Flores. Aiden Ortega. Sarah Pappas. Scarlett Parada. Frida Paramo Avila. Alana Parker. Jordan Pate. James Pollock. Amelia Peterson. Leslie Pedroza Vera. Alexander Perez. Benjamin Perez. Paola Perez. Sadie Perez. Samantha Perez Peraza. Benjamin Perry. Elizabeth Pettinger. Morgan Pearson. Jaden Pilafas. Elijah Pina. Ryan Pletch. Pius Polivka. Olivia Pollock. Gwendolyn Pollock. Allison Pozos. Christopher Puchala III. Natalie Quigley. Lauren Quinn. Ryan Quinney. Anahai Quintana. Adriano Quintero. Gabriel Quiroz. Megan Roddick. Thomas Radomski. Mark Rainey. Jasmine Ramirez. Nayeli Ramirez. Oscar Ramirez. Another Oscar Ramirez. Roberto Ramirez Jr. Bennett Ratana. Rania Razak. Maria Remen. Lillian Reising. Samantha Rennie. Kira Rice. Sara Rizwan. Haha Rizwan. Daniel Rocha. Seth Rodrigues. Claire Rodriguez. Emily Rodriguez. Ava Rodriguez.
Juan Rodriguez Hernandez. Charles Raw. Thomas Raw. Elizabeth Rocknich. Miles Romano. Elena Romero. Catherine Rourke. Jorge Rosales. Hayden Roscoe. Dylan Ross. Jaden Royal. Rosemary Rosario. Julia Ravnovsky. Albina Sadiku. Lillian Salazar. Casey Salaker. Elise Salaker. Juliana Salgado. Duha Saman. Dua Saman. Arya Champa. Aranji Sanchez Ramirez. Diego Santa Cruz. April Santos. Mana Sararia. Philip Sass. Isabel Sheeler. Abigail Schnitker. Connor Sini. Evan Sini. Jacob Saramek. Arifa Shazali. Salman Siddiqui. John Siddiqui. Anisha Siddiq. Pablo Sierra. Anthony Simek. Owen Simek. Mia Simmons. Tabitha Schmatzny. Katrina Smalling. Luke Smalling. Mary Smith. Trinity Smith. Delaney Smarts. Marley Smarts. Avery Solis. Hendrix Solis. Enrique Soto. Adzitri Soto Trejo. Audrey Spada. Samantha Sarawian. Katie Stoughton. Allison Stefani. Richard Stork. Sean Schlamalgia. Alexandria Suggs. Taj Uncia Ciela. Jason Tedesco. Thomas Thimo. Tyler Thomas. Maisie Thompson. Quadri Tahanji. Kendall Tillman. Sarah Tobias. Cormid Tomasello. Ian Jacob Tomenbach. Luis Torres. Daisy Trujillo. Martin Znev. Riley Usan. Martina Uola. Amelia Underwood. Julian Underwood. Megan Patricia Ursi. Kay Lauren Valencia. Gwendolyn Val. Vanessa Villos. May Van Dyke. Jaden Vassell. Madison Vega. Angelique Velasquez Franco. Fatima Velasquez. Jaden Velez. Kevin Sanchez. Mitchell Benna. Joseph Vicari. Diego Villegas. Rachel Vish. Aubrey Waka. Hurain Raid. Alexi Walker. Cameron Workney. Margaret Wettenworth. Lauren Wiermoslash. Lucas Wieringa. Maximilian Wilson. Cole Williams. Nicholas Williams. Troy Wisner. Joshua Wolski. Emily Walter. Nina Young. Bethany Urich. Tyler Sibilka. Last but not least, Lily Zacher.
Ariash started it well. He said, let's get this party started. That's exactly what tonight was, a celebration of all the accomplishments of these amazing students. Can we have one more round of applause, please? And for those of you that were in the audience, I hope you got a chance to witness what we got to hear on stage, and that was the classmates cheering for one another. And that's what every day is at Willowbrook High School. We are better together. We don't do this work on our own, and we know that we're part of something bigger than just ourselves. So the celebration tonight that they shared with one another is one of many that they'll continue throughout the rest of this high school year, as well as the rest of their high school careers. So once again, on behalf of all of Willowbrook High School, all the staff members who helped to make this night a possibility, but also who do the magic in the classroom and outside the classroom every single day on your behalf. Congratulations on being recognized this evening, and thank you for joining us for the Evening of Honors. That concludes our ceremony, and you could be free to join us in the foyer for pictures and all kinds of other festivities.